Welcome, everyone, to the Diamond at Leander, where we're getting ready to have senior night here. It's Game 3 of the series versus the Lehman Lobos. It's also the last game here in District 25 6A for Leander, as they'll be moving to District 13 6A next season. But, again, it's senior night. Coach Grissom, an emotional night for the coaching staff and specifically head coach Matt Grissom. And we talked about that a little bit pregame, and I have an interview here with Coach Grissom, and we'll go to that right now. And then afterwards, when we come back, we'll do as much analysis as we have time for and head right into senior night ceremony. So stay tuned. You're listening to SHN Sports, Leander Lion Baseball. Hi, everybody. We're here at the Diamond at Leander with Coach Grissom, head coach of the Leander Lions. Coach, we're going into Game 3 of the 3-game series with the Lobos. It's senior night. Just talk about your seniors a little bit right now.
Well, you know, it's these nights are always kind of tough, but with this group of guys, it's really, hopefully we have a really special night because they've been nothing but a pleasure to be around all year and really all 4 years, and they've really set the standard very highly and for the younger guys. But you know, for me, be selfish here, I'm gonna miss them. You know, miss being around them, and we laugh and cut up, and we have a good time. And but they love baseball and they love each other, and you know, we just, you know, it's gonna be kind of sad to see them go. But I'm also glad that they're getting to see what kind of men they become and see the things they do with their life and what kind of husbands they're going to be and fathers. That's going to be kind of special to watch that maturation over the next several years. So it's a proud night for me, but kind of melancholy at the same time.
Well, yeah, it's kind of that two-edged sword of being a coach. You get that joy of seeing them grow into men and,
Sure.
and, you know, even helping influence that process. But then you also have to see them kind of go on.
That's right.
and you know, you don't get to see them every day. And now the good thing is, and I've seen this on social media, they do come back.
They do.
And it's usually a fun event when they do.
Yeah, we've you know, I always tell them you know, that you may be graduating from the school, but you're always aligned, and they're always welcome back. And you know, over the years, we've always got guys that, you know, I've heard from about 4 or 5 different guys, lines that, you know, on social media or texting me or email me, hey coach, you know, enjoy senior night, things like that. So that fills you up, that makes you feel good, and you know, I don't doubt that several of these guys will come back and communicate with me and let me know what they're doing with their life and things like that. So you're right, but you know, we're going to enjoy tonight and,
Sure.
and worry about all that future stuff on down the road.
Well, I always call it lifetime Lions because,
That's right, no doubt.
and they do come back, and they're, you know, that is a credit to the programs here at Leander High School. You do see students come back and participate beyond their school
Absolutely.
time here. And so let's get a little more baseball specific. Coach, who's on the mound tonight, and what can we expect from the Leander lineup here as we go into
we're
game
starting all seniors tonight. All seniors are starting tonight, and we're going to start with Bryce Trinkle on the mound. Well, I take that back. He's going to throw to Hudson Ruin. Hudson's a junior. So, but in the field, we've got mostly seniors. So we're excited about that, and you know, this is a neat thing for Bryce. You know, I have confidence he's going to go out there and throw strikes. And we have other options. We're going to let a lot of kids, you know, get in there and play. And I know Coach Robinson over at Lehman's going to do the same thing. We're going to enjoy our evening. But, you know, like I told the boys, we're playing to win, and we're looking forward to that opportunity to get after it and see what we can do.
Well, as we've always said, we're 0-0 going into tonight,
right.
so let's be 1-0 tonight.
That's right. We're going to win tonight.
Okay, well, good luck
All
tonight,
right,
Coach.
Go Lions.
Thank you very much.
You bet.
Go Lions.
Thousands of listeners, laser-focused marketing, and showing a high level of community involvement. Those are a few of many reasons to advertise with SHN Sports. We strive to keep our broadcast as affordable as possible, and your support makes that happen. Please consider advertising with SHN Sports. Email rob@shnsports.com. That's rob@shnsports.com. We have a solution for everyone. Hey friends, Rob Pipp here, Director of Operations with SHN Sports. Need a friendly reminder of upcoming broadcasts? We have a simple solution. Join the SHN VIP list today. Stay up to date with upcoming broadcasts, events, and other exclusive content. Visit shnsports.com/VIP. That's shnsports.com/VIP.
Safe driving should be rewarded. That's Allstate's stand. Contact your local Allstate agent, Amy Maddox, at 512-257-1753. You're in good hands with Allstate.
This is Coach Grissom, and you're listening to Leander Line Baseball on SHN Sports.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Diamond at Leander, where the Leander Lions get ready to take on the Lehman Lobos here. As we mentioned pre-interview, it is senior night, and it will be the last of the Lions' appearances in 25 6A, at least through the next two seasons, as the Lions move into what I've been calling a Williamson County Super District next season, which includes all of the teams that were in 13 6A's baseball powerhouse teams, including Westwood, Round Rock, as well as McNeil, Hendrickson, and those others in that 6A district, and add to that Vista Ridge, Leander, and Vandergrift, and you have pretty much the only school not in Williamson County there is Vandergrift, and they're just barely in Travis. You know, most people in Travis County probably think of Vandergrift as part of Williamson County and not Austin proper, but we know that it is. So right now we're getting close to time to recognize the seniors. It's 6:43 now, and the ceremony is supposed to start at 6:45, and we'll go to the PA for the coverage of senior night. That's Sir Greg Beltran on the call.
By his mother Deborah and his dad Kevin, the two-year academic all-district player. And he's going to study architecture either at Texas Tech or A&M. All right, number 3 is Bryce Trinkle. His mom Dana, dad Scott, and his brother Grant. 1 year on varsity. He's going to attend the University of Texas at Arlington, and he'll be studying aerospace engineering. He's going to give me a ride on the spaceship. Next up, number 4, Joel Rios, with his mom Elizabeth, his dad Keith, and his sister Samantha. He's a 2-year varsity player, and he's undecided at this time, but he wants to study aerodynamic engineering and play college baseball. We have next number 6, Alex Young. He's shown by his mom and dad. 2-year varsity, academic all-district. He's a member of the student council. He's attending Texas Tech and studying computer science. Next up, number 9, Mason Montgomery. Being escorted by his mom and dad. 3-year varsity player, first team all-district pitcher, and captain of the Lions. And he'll be attending Texas Tech for baseball and studying business. Or is he going pro? Next up, number 10, Charlie McCabe. He's joined by his mom, his sister Grace, brother Jack. 2-year varsity player, varsity team captain this year. Member of the National Honor Society and Student Council. He'll be attending Texas A&M University this fall in marketing, degree marketing. Now Jake Ellis is being escorted by his mom and dad, his dad Brad, his mom Shauna, one-year varsity player, and he's going to University of Texas at Arlington. He's going to study sports management. Up next, number 19, Josh Anderson, one-year varsity player, and he's going to study computer science. Up next, number 20, Griffin Evans. Being escorted by his mom and dad, one-year varsity player, school awards, tug of war champion against the football team. And it looks like he's going to go to Texas Tech. Up next, number 22, Jared Cano. Escorted by his mother, father, and sister Abby and Lisa. Two-year varsity player, 2018 team captain. Once again, a tug-of-war champion against the football team. And will be studying criminal justice at ACC. And our last senior, number 24, Alex Hensley, being escorted by Patricia, his mom, Richard, his dad, and Nikki. 2 years on the varsity team, voted a team captain. I don't know if he was on the baseball tug-of-war winning team or the football losing tug-of-war team. And he's going to play football at Lewis and Clark College on the West Coast, studying engineering and baseball.
It's not that hard.
All right, everyone, let's stand and applaud all the seniors. They had a heck of a year.
And that is the seniors for your 2018 varsity Leander Lion baseball team. And we're getting ready here to get started. First pitch is going to be coming up here in about 10 minutes. We have the lineups for both teams, and I'll go on ahead and run through the visiting Lehman Lobos quickly, and then we'll go to the senior laden lineup that Coach Grissom is starting tonight, and we'll talk about that in a moment. But leading off for the Lehman Lobos will be in right field, number 7, Austin Gonzalez. He'll be followed in the 2-hole by the second baseman, number 2, Ben Gettig. Following him, batting third, will be number 11, the pitcher, Albert Martinez. Batting cleanup and playing shortstop, number 10, Braden Sullins. Batting in the 5 spot, Lucas Abbott. He'll be on first base. Following him in the batting order will be Shane Miles, the DH. He'll be DHing for Christian Gonzalez, the center fielder. Batting in the 7th spot will be Nathaniel Garcia, the catcher. He'll be followed by Eric Crum, the third baseman. And the Lobo batting order will be rounded out by Chaston Evans, the left fielder. Now for your Leander Lions. Leading off for the Lions, it'll be a little bit of a change from what you're accustomed to, and it will be a junior, actually. It's Noah Kellum, the right fielder. He's batting .280 on the year. Following Noah Kellum will be a senior in the lineup. That's Mason Montgomery, and he's the DH for the starting pitcher tonight, Bryce Trinkle. Batting third will be catcher Hudson Ruin. He's hitting .321 on the year. Batting cleanup will be the second baseman tonight. Joel Rios typically plays at third. He's batting .351 on the year. Following him will be Griffin Evans. And at third base, he's batting .231. In the sixth spot will be Jake Ellis, the first baseman. Following him will be Charlie McCabe in left field. And Tyler Karros will be playing shortstop today. And then rounding out the line batting order tonight will be senior center fielder Alex Young. And so, another class graduating here from Leander, Mark. The program has gone through its ebbs and flows over the years, and one thing that you see year in and year out is quality students, quality players, and really quality kids coming out of the Leander baseball program.
Yeah, and you have to give credit to not only the coaches but the parents as well, to have well-rounded kids, real student athletes that go to class, that do a good job, go to college, and they understand that this is one step and it's not the final step.
Well, and it's a tough sport to be a player in. There's a significant number of games. It's not the same. I mean, the taxation physically on your body may not be the same as football, and so you could only play one football game a week. But in baseball, you play 3 games a week basically, and during certain parts of the year early, you're oftentimes playing 5 to 7 games in a week, and so. It is a real time commitment for these kids, and for them to continue to be student athletes and achieve like they've done and go, as we saw, each one except for Joel had a college already decided on, and Joel Rios is just waiting on that right offer because he's a pretty good baseball player himself, and he indicated that he did want to play baseball in college, and so we'll just wait and see what the word is for him. But all of the players, the only other one that I think was undecided would be Mason Montgomery, and he's already decided on a college. The only decision he's going to have is whether or not he wants to forego college for a little while and potentially pitch for a major league organization, whether that's some single A, double A, rookie ball somewhere. Who knows? A lot of it depends on where you get drafted and what they offer you. And
the key is going to be which round. We know he'll be drafted, just depending on which round.
Yeah, it's not often you get left-handers throwing in the mid-90s like that.
No.
We've seen enough scouts out here to know that there is a significant interest in his services going forward.
And it's a tough decision. I mean, unless that offer comes out or he gets drafted, high enough where he's definitely going to go pro ball, he may have to make that decision. Do I want to go to college?
Right.
Or do I want to go, and have that experience as well, or do I want to go straight to the pros and maybe be in the minors for a couple years? So you just never know, depending on where he's drafted. He may be high up on the chain, double A, triple A once he gets his feet on the ground, or he may be down for all. You just never know with, pro baseball.
It's true.
It'll be fun to watch, knowing that he's going to be either at Texas Tech or being drafted by a major league team and go in that direction.
Well, and of course, he's not the first Lion player to come through and end up in the majors. But he may be one of the higher touted ones coming out, and so we'll see. Again, no pressure on Mason whatsoever. I mean, obviously you just keep grinding. That's our advice to him, because whatever it is he's doing is definitely effective and it's working for him. And it's not just him. That stuff rubs off on his teammates as well. And that is the starting lineup there by the PA. Sorry we talked all over that, but we'll get ready for the anthem here, and we'll get right to baseball. You're listening to Leander Lion Baseball. Senior night here at the Diamond at Leander. We'll go to the anthem now.
For the national anthem.
And we're getting ready to get started here. It is a toasty, this is more like baseball weather night here at the Diamond at Leander. You know, we've battled a lot of chilly weather over this season. And, you know, baseball season this time of year is always a little bit chilly, but this year is a little extra chilly for some reason.
Yeah, that's what I've been disappointed. Not only that the baseball season, this will be their last game tonight, but this is actually one of the first nights where you can wear shorts and T-shirt and not worry about bringing a hoodie or something to keep you warm. And this is baseball weather, and now the season's over almost. One more game. I'm disappointed.
Well, and as we've talked about baseball and the participation level that is required to be good, it really isn't over for these guys.
Yeah.
As most of them are going to go to their select teams and or league play and continue to hone their crafts, especially the underclassmen as they look to next season. And as we've mentioned, it's going to be a very tough district. Not that this one was you know, something to slough off, as the number one team in the state exists in here. And, you know, the talent level at each of the schools is impressive. So.
Yeah, and Round Rock and those teams over there in that district, they're known for baseball more so than football or basketball. So it'll be a challenge. It's not going to be a cakewalk thinking we'll get away from Westlake and Lake Travis. Well, you may be walking into something you don't want to walk into.
Right, and it may even be worse because you throw in Cedar Ridge, who has a really good baseball team and a very good football program. And, you know, the Lions, it's the thing with 6A football, you know, or 6A sports in general, I should say. I'm always got football in the brain, but, you know, you don't come across teams that are not very good. I mean, there's always talent on every team that you play. Now, those teams may not be effectively coached, or, you know, there may be injuries or things like that that will result in you being able to dominate a team here or there one night. But for the most part, every game that you go into, and no matter what the sport is, it's a dogfight.
It will be. Yeah, definitely with the number of students and the pool to pick from to you know, for basketball or football or baseball or whatever it may be. You have a lot of kids, and, you know, Central Texas is known for baseball and football and basketball as well. So it's going to be challenging every game next year.
So we'll get started here. Austin Gonzalez steps into the box to face Trinkle, the starter, and first delivery is a ball.
Austin Gonzalez.
So Trinkle getting the nod tonight. He's working quickly on the mound. Second delivery right on the inside corner for a strike. We got a 1-1 count here to Austin Gonzalez. Gonzalez playing right field, batting right-handed for the Lobos. And that big breaking pitch from Trinkle is in for a strike, and he's up in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Gonzalez. Trinkle working quickly, delivers the pitch. And it's another breaking pitch, a little bit high in the zone, though. Basically the same pitch. It just stayed up a little bit, and the count evens up. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Gonzalez. Trinkle starts his windup, leg kick deliver. And it's a high pitch, but it's slapped high to right field where Noah Kellum is easily under it for the first out of the game.
Now batting number 2.
That was a nice play by Kellum over there, and you like to see what Trinkle's doing here early.
Throw strikes.
Yeah, he forced Gonzalez to swing at a pitch that was right on the top part of the strike zone, and as a result, he lifted it for an easy out.
Yeah, let your defense make the play for you. And there's another one right up the middle. Won't be able to get to it.
That one, Gettig slapped directly up the middle and just missed the glove of Trinkle as it gets by for a single, and the first base runner here of the ball game, first Lobo base runner as well.
My philosophy is let him earn it with a hit instead of giving him a walk.
I agree.
Let him earn it and let your defense make a play. Chances are, with batting averages, you're more than likely going to get out if you hit the ball.
So Albert Martinez, the number 3 hitter, steps up to the plate, and Trinkle throws an outside pitch to Ruin as he's trying to see if Gettig's going to take a big lead or make a steal attempt, and so it's a 1-0 count. Trinkle working a little more slowly with a runner on. That delivery a little bit low for ball 2.
Yeah, wind's blowing a little bit out of the south, coming in from left center field. So we'll see if that has any effect on tonight's game.
Yeah, it's not a significant win, but it's enough to carry a baseball, but it's kind of blowing across the outfield, so we'll see. Maybe if they pull it, will they be able to get one lifted over that right field wall. That pitch inside for ball 3 to Martinez. Now, Trinkle up 3-0 in the count here, trying to throw strikes. And he's going to put Martinez on with a walk. And so with 2 runners on now, Braden Sullins, the shortstop, will come up, and Hudson Ruin's going to run up and talk to his pitcher, Trinkle, and they're going to be a courtesy runner for Martinez as Martinez, the starting pitcher. I guess they want him to be thinking about pitching and not base running here. And so 1 out, stepping to the plate will be the shortstop, number 10, Braden Sullins, and he steps into the box and he's ready to swing. Trinkle looks to second as he starts his windup. He delivers home, pitches in the dirt, and the ball's going. Hudson Ruin throws it to second. He may have had a throw at first. Both runners advance to second and third, and so it'll be 1 ball and no strikes with runners on second and third, 1 out. So Trinkle looking at third, starts his delivery home, throws a breaking pitch on the inside, a little bit high for ball 2. He's got the bag open there at first if he needs to put someone on, but you want to see him throw strikes here to the cleanup hitter, Sullins. 2-0 delivery from Trinkle. That one's a strike right on the inside corner. He's just got to find that spot. He had it in that first at bat, and he kind of lost a little bit of his location. So 2-1 delivery coming up here from Bryce Trinkle. There's the pitch. Slap foul by Sullins. He was a little bit out in front of it. Trinkle throwing a little bit off speed stuff. Sullins didn't have it figured out. Pitch was a little low. Sullins went for it. 2-2 count now here with 1 out. I'd like to see Trinkle get a strikeout here, the cleanup hitter. 2-2 wind up. Here's the pitch. Slap to third, and it gets by Griffin Evans at third, and the runner will score, and the runner will round third. It's going to be a throw home. Ruin, his slide is under the tag by Ruin, and it'll be a double for Sullins, and it'll be 2 runs scored for the Lehman Lobos.
Yeah, it was a tough hop over there at third. Had a nice bounce to it. Just got by him at third, down into the corner, so that'll be a double and drives in 2 runs. So Leander gets behind early, 2-0.
Yeah, it's a tough break here early, but the Lions, they battled all season. I expect no less. Lucas Abbott now at the plate for Leander, or for Lehman, rather. And the first delivery is slapped to left center, and that'll score another run, and it'll be a single for Abbott, RBI single. So it is now 3-0. Lions have yet to bat. Coming to the plate now will be Shane Miles, the DH for Lehman. Miles started the first game against the Lions on Friday night. Trinkle's delivery to Miles is outside for ball 1. Got to throw strikes here. Try to get your defense into the game. That delivery a little bit low. Ruin ups throwing. Throw pulled Ellis a little bit off the bag, and so Abbott able to slide in safe. It's a 1-0 count to Miles. That pitch a strike on the inside corner. It's a 1-1 count now.
Yeah, see if you can get another one over here, get a ground ball. Middle infield looking to turn 2 here.
That one in the dirt. Ruin able to knock it down, gets a throw. Gets by the shortstop. And the Lions are having a little trouble getting the ball in. There's a runner on second now here. It's a 2-ball and 1 strike count to Miles.
Yeah, looks like they may have had a shot to get him there, but ball wasn't able to be caught and the tag put down. keeps the runner safe, and now he's getting a big lead in a shot to left center field.
Yeah, Miles drives it to the left field, and it's caught by the left fielder for Leander. Charlie McCabe with a nice play out there to get the second out here in the Lobo first.
Now batting number 12, the catcher, Daniel Garcia.
So the Lions have their second out. Coming to the plate now will be Nathaniel Garcia, the catcher for the Lobos, runner at second base. Trinkle delivers, slap foul down the third base line by Garcia. So Trinkle starts the windup. He delivers. That pitch, I guess, missed a little bit low because it looked like to me it broke across the plate. I don't
Yeah,
even
good break on that one. Didn't get the call.
At 1 ball, 1 strike. Trinkle winds and delivers, and it's slap foul on the third base side this time.
Another good pitch, breaking over the outside corner.
Yeah, I'd like to see Bryce going ahead and get out of this with a strikeout here. Lions have given up 3 runs here on 3 hits. Trinkle starts his delivery. A little bit low in the dirt. Ruin up, ready to throw. The count will even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Trinkle taking the signal from the catcher, Ruin. Starts the windup. Delivers. Slap foul by the catcher. The count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, and he's getting himself right here in this with the strikeout. That'd be great.
Yeah, you'd like to see that for Trinkle here on senior night. Going ahead and close this inning out with a strikeout here. He looks back at second, delivers home. Ball slapped to right field. Kellum there for the out. And so Kellum gets 2 outs here in the top of the first, and the Lions give up 3 runs. So we'll go to the line first here momentarily. I'm going to mention our sponsors, though. The sponsors, these are the sponsors that, they provided a sponsorship to Leander Baseball. And if you're a fan of Lion Baseball, then you should do what you can do to support these businesses. They are and include Lowe's. I was just there this week and had to buy a light fixture I got to replace. And I was looking at all of the landscaping stuff, but it was almost too overwhelming, and I'm like, I got to focus on the fixture, not the landscaping. But yeah, go to Lowe's for that stuff. Leander Orthodontics, 512-260-5300. You go to Take 5 Haircuts. You can make an appointment at 512-506-9055. They probably take walk-ins though as well. Don't forget Timmons Insurance Agency. You can reach them at 512-402-0595. Malik & Company is on that list as well, along with Texas Spine and Injury Center, Austin Simply Fit, and, of course, Amy Maddox with Allstate, all sponsors of Leander Lion Baseball. And as we get ready to start here in the bottom of the first inning, it'll be the Lion first here. Kind of a different batting order and lineup than what we've seen throughout the season, as Coach Grissom goes with a mostly senior-laden batting order. We'll start off with a junior, though. Actually, 2 of the first 3 hitters are juniors, and then after that, it's all seniors. Of course, I don't think there's a senior catcher on the roster, and so it was 2 juniors were the choices, Maddox or Ruin, and they went with a Ruin on the evening. And a lot of times that's dictated by the pitcher as well.
It is, yeah. Sometimes they work together as a pitcher-catcher combination, or sometimes they like the way they call the game as well. So a lot of that's taken into consideration.
Well, and even on Friday we had a pitcher-catcher MVP combo, and they were, it's Ruin. He's always the catcher when Ryan Gallagher steps on the mound, and so that may be the case with Bryce Trinkle. I'm not sure.
Yep.
So Noah Kellum going to lead off for the Lions here tonight, steps into the box to take the first pitch. And he slaps it to the gap between second and first. Second baseman able to get over, and they get Kellum at first base. So quickly the Lions have an out here in the first on a 3 ground ball to the second baseman and a 4-3 put out. So Mason Montgomery, senior DH tonight, usually plays center field, sometimes pitches, steps into the batter's box. He's hitting .423 on the season. First delivery outside for a ball. Montgomery doesn't always step out of the box between pitches. A lot of hitters do.
Yeah, like to see a lot of these seniors end their night with a hit. Single, double, triple, home run, stolen base, something to remember. It'll be the last time they'll be, playing on the field here at Leander High School.
And a lot of times it's when you're a senior, it's the last time you play. Your last high school game a lot of times is your last game. You see that a lot. Montgomery 3-0 in the count here versus the starter,
Yeah,
Albert
a lot of
Martinez.
These boys have been playing since T-ball and before, and all their moms and dads taking them to and from games and practices, and this may be it tonight for some of them. Or for a lot of them, actually, because playing in college is very rare or, to do. So most of these guys is maybe the last time they put on the cleats for baseball.
Well, or they could be silly like I was and think that I can go play, a little rec softball and hurt myself. But, there is even competitive baseball. But, these guys love the sport, but they're going to be focused on other aspects of their lives as well. And you never lose the love of the game, but sometimes, that you reach a certain level and then that's all that you're going to attain. So stepping to the plate now will be Hudson Ruin, the catcher. He's got Montgomery over on first base. Lions need to try to put some runs on, and Ruin slaps it to the second baseman who, with a glove, scoops it and flips it to the shortstop, and they turn the double play here. And that is a 6-4-3, and that'll close out the line first. Lions remain scoreless. We will take a break here heading into the top of the second inning. Thanks for listening to Leander Line Baseball here on SHN Sports. It's senior night. We'll be right back.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp here, Director of Operations with SHN Sports. Need a friendly reminder of upcoming broadcasts? We have a simple solution. Join the SHN VIP list today. Stay up to date with upcoming broadcasts, events, and other exclusive content. Visit shnsports.com/VIP. That's shnsports.com/VIP.
Safe driving should be rewarded. That's Allstate's stand. Contact your local Allstate agent, Amy Maddox, at 512-257-1753. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Hi, this is Coach King. You're listening to Leander Lions Baseball on SHN Sports.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Diamond at Leander. It is senior night. The Lions do trail the Lobos here 3-0. We have a pitching change for Leander as Bryce Trinkle, tonight's starter, is going to be relieved by Mason Montgomery as he'll step in here in the second inning.
Yeah, this will be the last time he'll be pitching here as well at Leander.
That's right. We got to see Bryce Trinkle in his last pitching opportunity, and now Mason Montgomery will get that opportunity here as well. Now, the Lions do have a lot of pitchers that are juniors that they'll be able to rely on next year, but they will be losing some key players as well. One starter, Joel Rios, they'll be losing him for sure. So Eric Crum will step to the plate here in the second. First delivery from Montgomery, a strike on the outside corner, and he's already starting with some pretty fast pitches there. 0-1 delivery, Montgomery. It's fouled off by Crum, and he's down 0-2. Now that it's a bit of a change going from someone like Bryce, who throws a lot of off-speed stuff, and then you come up and you're seeing some fastballs in the mid-90s. That one slapped right back to Mason, who turns and gets the 1-3 for the first out of the Lobos second here. And you like to see the lines jump on the Lobos there and get a quick out. As coming up will be Chaston Evans, the left fielder, and then they'll get back to the top of their order after Evans.
Yeah, you like seeing 3 pitches and 1 out right there. Nice little slow grounder back to Mason Montgomery. Picks it up, smooth throw over to first base, and 1 out.
It was almost too slow for Mason. He had to wait a little bit longer than I think he wanted to. That first delivery of ball on the outside, 1-0 pitch from Montgomery, is a strike right on the outside corner. Count is even at 1. Montgomery doesn't waste any time when there's not runners on the bases, and he's working quickly. That one a little bit low. It's going to be 2 balls and a strike. Montgomery, of course, the lefty, starts his windup, delivers right on the outside corner. Count evens up at 2. The crowd, the Lehman bench didn't like that call, but it looked like a strike to me. Here's the pitch, and Evans goes down swinging for the second out here in the Lobos second. And so we'll get to the top of the Lehman Lobo order with Austin Gonzalez, the right fielder.
Now batting number 7, Austin Gonzalez.
He flew out in his first at bat to Noah Kellum over in right field, and so he'll face Montgomery here in the second. First pitch, a little off-speed pitch for a strike on the outside corner.
Yeah, nice breaking pitch there to break up the monotony of 90-plus fastballs. Those pitchers or those batters are seeing.
Yeah, and with the fastball, he's up quickly 0-2. I think he doesn't throw the off-speed enough, is my opinion.
I think he'll do that a lot more, obviously, as he moves up the food chain. With hitters at either college or, pro level, he'll have to keep them off balance and throw more change-ups and more curveballs. And you just feed that fastball, anybody can hit it once you get the timing down.
Once you get to a certain level, that's true. And that was a foul tip on the third strike caught by Ruin for the out. And we'll move to the bottom of the second inning where the Lions will bring up Joel Rios, followed by Griffin Evans, and then Jake Ellis. So we'll be right back. You're listening to Leander Line Baseball. Stay tuned. It's senior night. We'll be right back.
Thousands of listeners, laser-focused marketing, and showing a high level of community involvement. Those are a few of many reasons to advertise with SHN Sports. We strive to keep our broadcast as affordable as possible, and your support makes that happen. Please consider advertising with SHN Sports. Email rob@shnsports.com. That's rob@shnsports.com. We have a solution for everyone.
Safe driving should be rewarded. That's Allstate's stand. Contact your local Allstate agent, Amy Maddox, at 512-257-1753. You're in good hands with Allstate.
This is Coach Grissom, and you're listening to Leander Line Baseball on SHN Sports.
Welcome back to the Diamond at Leander. Coming up to the plate for Leander here as we open the second will be the cleanup hitter, Joel Rios. Joel is hitting .351 on the season. Pretty good year for Joel. Batting cleanup for most of district play. Playing third base quite often, and then occasionally getting on the mound for the Lions.
Now leading off the bottom of the second,
pitching
4,
deep into games.
Joel Rios.
So he'll get up to face Albert Martinez, the starter for Lehman. First delivery inside for a ball. Joel has had 72 plate appearances, 57 at bats, 20 hits. 19 of those were singles. He's had a double.
Good hit right
8
there.
8 RBIs and 6 runs, and he does have a single to add to his collection of those, and he'll drive his average up a little bit more there. And so Griffin Evans will come to the plate now for Leander. Griffin hitting .231 on the season. He's had 14 plate appearances and 13 at-bats, 3 hits, all singles. He's scored 2 runs for the Lions here in his senior campaign. Martinez winds, delivers, and Griffin Evans lifts one to center field, and it's caught by the center fielder for the first out here in the Lions' second. I can no doubt Griffin was thinking home run.
Oh, yeah, all of them are. When they get up there and they may not have had a lot of plate appearances this year and they see a good pitch, oh, you know they're going to be swing the bat. That's their opportunity tonight, and they've earned it by being here all these years. So they're going to see a good pitch, and they're not going to be afraid to be swinging the bat.
I like that, too. They need to continue to grind. And so Jake Ellis at the plate now, and he slaps it to the shortstop, and they're able to turn a 6-4-3 for the second inning in a row to retire the Lions here, and its score will remain 3-0. Coming up to the plate now for the Lobos will be Ben Gettig, the second baseman. He'll be followed by the starter, Albert Martinez, and then Braden Sullins. We'll take a break here on SHN Sports. You're listening to Leander Lion Baseball. We'll be right back.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp here, Director of Operations with SHN Sports. Need a friendly reminder of upcoming broadcasts? We have a simple solution. Join the SHN VIP list today. Stay up to date with upcoming broadcasts, events, and other exclusive content. Visit shnsports.com/VIP. That's shnsports.com/VIP.
Safe driving should be rewarded. That's Allstate's stand. Contact your local Allstate agent, Amy Maddox, at 512-257-1753. You're in good hands with Allstate.
It's Coach Cano. You're watching the Leander Lions on SHN Sports. Go Lions.
Just want to give a shout out to the Lady Lions softball team. They are playoff bound for Leander. And the Lion baseball program would like to wish them nothing but the best as they head into postseason play. Good luck, girls.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I think their first game is Friday. And if so, go support the Lady Lions.
Do you know if it's a home game?
I am not sure. I was told it was Friday. It may be here. If it is, everyone needs to come on out and support them.
Ben Gettig at the plate now to face Mason Montgomery, and he's got a 1-1 count after that ball delivery from Montgomery. Montgomery winds and delivers.
Good breaking pitch.
So it's a 1-2 count here. And there's a strikeout of Gettig. Gettig had a single his first at bat, but comes up and goes down swinging here in his second offering. It'll be the first out here in the Lobo third. Coming to the plate now is Albert Martinez, the pitcher who flew out, I believe, or did he walk? I don't have a box on them.
On Albert Martinez?
He walked?
He walked the first time, and he scored.
So it's a 0-2 count to Martinez here quickly as he fouls off that delivery.
Yeah, big crowd tonight here for Leander, and some scouts here as well with the radar guns out with Mason pitching. But great night for Leander baseball. Senior night, lots of memories, lots of last time on the field and parents out here. So good time for everyone tonight.
Yeah, I know the one scout is from the Padres. And Montgomery strikes out Martinez as he looks at a fastball just come humming by, and he just shakes his head as he walks away. And sometimes when Mason's on, that's the kind of reaction you get from the hitters. So
yeah, Leander threw his shoulder out.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, that's his 4th strikeout tonight so far for Montgomery.
That delivery outside, a ball to Braden Sullins. Sullins had a double and 2 RBIs in the first. Off the line starter. Montgomery with a second strike, and he is just dealing at the moment. And you can kind of tell when he's really feeling it, and you can kind of get that feeling right now. As that's the second strike here.
Yeah, he's taken a few miles per hour off of his fastballs. He usually hits about 92 to 94, 95 sometimes, and he's throwing right about 90 miles an hour right now. But he is just painting the corners, and those batters are shaking their heads and going back to the dugout.
I mean, what else can you do? I mean, you just, I didn't even see it, Coach. And it looks like Coach Robinson, the Lehman coach, wants to come talk to the home plate umpires. Ruin did set up outside, but the pitch did grab the outside corner. As you see Ruin's glove, it had to go back towards the plate.
Yeah. No, he's doing a great job. Miles an hour off, and of course he can always pick that up when he needs to.
Everybody gives a shout out to Amy Maddox, one of our sponsors, getting a little FaceTime on the stream. So the Lions getting ready here to move into the bottom of the third inning. Coming to the plate will be Charlie McCabe, the left fielder. He'll be followed by Tyler Caros. And then Alex Young will come up after, and that'll be the first three hitters for the Lions here in third. You hope to see them get back around to the top of the order as we move deeper into this game. The Lions need base runners to begin with, and then from there, they need to get them across. If you're looking at the line, it's Lehman has 3 runs on 3 hits with no errors. Lions in 2 innings have no runs with 1 hit. And so McCabe will come up and try to get a base runner here early in the third.
Now leading off the bottom of the third, left fielder number 10, Charlie McCabe.
So McCabe spends a lot of time. He gets a lot of game appearances. He is the #1 courtesy runners. He has a lot of speed.
Yeah, speed and smart baseball instincts as well.
So he steps in, right-handed hitter to face Martinez. First delivery from Martinez is a called strike. McCabe looked like he was taken all the way there. He gets the instructions or the signal from Coach Grissom, steps back in the box. That delivery little chin music. Charlie was like, whoa, got a little close to my ear there. 1-1 count. It's a good thing that was off speed. McCabe swinging on that delivery from Martinez, could not catch it. It's a 1-2 count.
Go, Charlie.
So McCabe back in the box here, ready to swing. Albert Martinez delivers. McCabe goes down swinging in his first at bat tonight. And so coming up next will be Tyler Caros, the shortstop for the Lions tonight.
Now batting the shortstop, number 2.
Well, someone's got to get it started.
Yeah, Caros, a defensive specialist for Leander, although he had a key late pinch hit against Westlake in a game where Westlake was really winning by a lot. And, Coach Grissom put Charlie McCabe and Tyler Caros in pinch hit roles. Both of them came up with hits. So, it's an example of how the Lions, regardless of what the score is in any game, are going to continue to grind. It's a 1-1 count as that pitch is fouled off by Caros. Yeah,
they've been in most of the games this year. I was looking back over the scores and, what they did in district play, looking now that they've been
Caros slaps it to third. He's hustling down the line. The throw pulls the first baseman off, but he's able to get back on.
Yeah, now that they've been eliminated from, postseason contention, but they started out 2-1 against Vista Ridge, and then Vandy kind of hit a speed bump, went 0-3, then 2-1 against Hayes, then Lake Travis, 0-3, then 0-3 against Westlake. But a lot of those games were by 1 or 2 runs.
If they win this series here, you basically split the series, because you have 6 series that you play in this current 7-team configuration. So, unfortunately, getting swept a couple of times really is what hurt the Lions here postseason-wise. But that's all past now, and the Lions just look to the future here. It's a 2-0 count. You present and in the future.
But just because they were out of the playoff run doesn't mean they didn't have a competitive season and hard games. We saw a lot of those.
No, it was a hard luck season for the Lions. Totally in full agreement there. In fact, a couple of bad hops are really the difference between the Lions being that fourth-place team.
Yep.
Caros slaps a dribbler to third. He's Young, rather. He's hustling down the line, and they get him just barely. Bang, bang play on the second 5-3 of the line third, and so we'll head to the top of the fourth inning. The Lobos still on top of Leander here, 3-0. Let me just go ahead and mention the sponsors here that are, instead of going to the ads here, we'll go to the list instead, and they include Lowe's, Leander Orthodontics, Take 5 Haircuts, the Timmons Insurance Agency, Malik & Company, Texas Spine and Injury Center, Austin Simply Fit, and, of course, Allstate with Amy Maddox. And, again, I want to reiterate what we were talking about previously, that the Line girls the softball team has made the playoffs here. We're going to try to see if we can locate what that game location and where it'll be, and we'll get that information to you. Hopefully it'll be here at home. If not, it'll likely be in the Central Texas area. As you get into by-district play, they're usually fairly close games. And so we'd like to see as big a Line crowd out in support of Line softball as they try to progress through postseason play.
Special seasoning, hot dog, soda, chips, candy.
Nothing good. Montgomery starts the windup. It's slapped to the shortstop, who scoops it, flings it to first, and they're not in time as Abbott was hustling down the line to get a single. It was a good play by the shortstop for Leander. That tonight is Tyler Caros. He bobbled it for a second, but he's able to get his handle and fire it over to first, just not quite in time as Abbott was hustling down the line, and now Shane Miles will come to the plate. He flew out to left field in his first at bat in the first.
Number 9, Shane Miles.
Montgomery winds, and there's a bunt attempt. Ruin hustling after it there in foul territory, not able to catch up to it. It'll be a strike to Shane Miles here as we open his at bat in the third. Or the fourth, rather. We're in the top of the fourth. Now, the game's going by pretty quickly. When it gets to the end of the season like this, you just don't want it to end.
No, you don't.
It's like, what am I going to do next weekend? No game to cover. That delivery there low for a ball. Count will even up. 1 ball and 1 strike to Miles. 1-1 delivery. It's high for a ball. Ruin up, ready to throw. 2-1 count. Yeah, I don't even think Miles realized how close that pitch was to his head. It came by so fast. There's no way he didn't feel it. 2-1 delivery. Just missing the strike zone low. It's a 3-1 count now to Miles. I think the Lobo coach got to the home plate umpire after the last inning about his strike zone. Who knows? That looked like a strike to me, but called a ball. 3-1 delivery here. It's in the dirt, and it's a walk. And so the runner at first, Abbott, will advance, and Miles will be on with a walk. So the Lobos will have 2 runners here with no outs. In the top of the fourth, Nathaniel Garcia coming to the plate. He flew out to right field in the first inning. It was the last out there in the first inning. He's the catcher for the Lobos. He steps in to face Montgomery. Montgomery winds and delivers, and it's a bunt attempt. Ellis able to get in front of it, and they are able to get the hitter, but the 2 runners do advance. So Garcia's out on the 1-3 or the 3-4 rather at first base, and the Lobos will have runners at second and third with 1 out. Crum will come to the plate now. He grounded into a 1-3 out in the second inning. You'd like to see Monty get a couple of strikeouts here. First delivery in for a strike to Crum. With runners in scoring position, you don't want to give up any more runs, already down 3 here.
No, there's a little bit of room that Leander has to make up right now, and you don't want to give him any more.
Well, certainly an opportunity for the Lobos. 0-1 delivery, and it's a big swing from Crum. That one was outside, but he wasn't taking any chances, swinging away, and he misses. It's an 0-2 count.
Yeah, see if he just rears back and blows one by him right here. Ruin setting up outside. There it is.
And he does, and Crum goes down swinging. And so that is the 5th strikeout for Mason Montgomery today.
Number 1, Justin Evans.
So Evans will come up. He struck out in the second inning, swinging. So with 2 outs, you want to see a strikeout here. The first delivery is fouled back by Evans for a strike. For those that are listening, Leander will be taking on San Antonio Johnson in San Antonio on Thursday evening at 7 p.m. So plan on making a road trip down to San Antonio and support the Lady Lions. That delivery on the outside corner for a strike. Ruin it, set up outside. Evans can't believe it. But, just because the catcher sets up outside, it's where the ball is.
It is.
Yeah, he may intend for him to throw it outside, but the pitch sometimes breaks across the plate, and there's a delivery. It's outside for a ball. Montgomery thought it was a strike. It's a 1-2 count now.
Yeah, 1-2 right here, 2 outs. I expect him just to bring the heat and just say, if you can hit it, hit it.
Yeah, Ricky, bring him the heater. Oh, just missing the inside corner there. It's a 2-2 count now. Trying to see the radar gun over here, but he keeps dropping it before I see
I've been seeing it consistently above 90. 94.
94. So Montgomery delivers. That one slapped to center field, and it's driven to center field. And it's going to be a base hit, and that'll score 2 runs as it gets over the center fielder's head, and it'll be a 5-0 Lobo lead here as Evans gets a double, 2 RBI double.
Yeah, he left that pitch up, went one too many times to the well, and he got his bat on it and drove it out to right center field. Good, solid hit.
Yeah, you give credit where it's due. That was a good at-bat by the left fielder for the Lobos. And so we'll get to the top of the order where Austin Gonzalez will come up. He flew out to right field in the first, and then in the second he struck out. He takes a ball there from Montgomery. A 1-0 count to Austin Gonzalez. Montgomery looks back at second. Winds and delivers. Fouled off by Gonzalez. Count will even up at 1. You don't often see the umpire actually go after a loose baseball.
So. No, sometimes just speed up the game. I'll go get it. He'll just go get it himself.
He may have plans later. You never know. 1-1 count. Montgomery looks to second. Starts his windup, delivers home. Off speed is high and inside for a ball. It's a 2-1 count now to the right fielder. Montgomery winds up and delivers, and it's slapped foul, and the count will even up. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Austin Gonzalez. The Lions really need to get some offense here going in the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, running out of innings.
Montgomery winds up and delivers. Fouled off to stay alive. Count will stay 2 balls, 2 strikes. We'll get back to the top of the order for Leander as we open the 4th, but who knows? Coach Grissom may start running out substitutes, but if not, we'll be starting off with Noah Kellum in the 4th. But we got to get an out here. 2-2 count. Runner on second base with 2 outs. Montgomery looks like he's going to throw to second. Decides not to. No one there to catch it. base runner back in quickly is Chaston Evans. 2-2 count. Montgomery winds, delivers,
Good
and
pitch.
gets him looking. Gonzalez gets his second strikeout, this time looking. And Montgomery gets out of that one after giving up 2 runs. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th inning. We'll take a quick break here on SHN Sports. You're listening to Leander Line Baseball. We'll be right back.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp here, Director of Operations with SHN Sports. Need a friendly reminder of upcoming broadcasts? We have a simple solution. Join the SHN VIP list today. Stay up to date with upcoming broadcasts, events, and other exclusive content. Visit shnsports.com/VIP. That's shnsports.com/VIP.
Safe driving should be rewarded. That's Allstate's stand. Contact your local Allstate agent, Amy Maddox, at 512-257-1753. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Hi, this is Coach King. You're listening to Leander Lions Baseball on SHN Sports.
Welcome back to the Diamond at Leander. I just want to give a shout out to the coaches that gave us those little what I call bumpers to go right in. Their little voices and little voice. they're because they're busy coaching kids and they don't want to be harassed by guys like me. But they were very gracious, and thank them for all they do, especially in the coaching arena, but for the things they do for us as well.
All right, everyone, let's get a rally cap.
So Noah Kellum coming to the plate now here as we open the 4th, and PA Greg Beltran calls for the rally caps. We'll see if the crowd listens. And really, the key is do the hitters get that rally going here? Kellum in the box to face the starter, Martinez. First delivery comes, slaps a single to center field, and it is going to be a single as the center fielder is able to get in front of it and cut it off. For a second, I thought it might get by him, but he was able to cut it off. And so Kellum with a single to open up.
Mason Montgomery.
And so Mason Montgomery will come to the plate with a chance to give himself a little help, being that he's on the mound here. And, his team. So Montgomery walked his first at bat in the first, was stranded at first. Actually, he was thrown out. And they get Kellum with the lead run. As Montgomery slapped it right to the shortstop at second base.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be another double play that to help the Lobos get out of another inning almost. I mean, Leander's had, for 3 innings, they've had 9 batters up and 9 outs with 2 double plays. So need to string something together here.
Yeah, so that's fielder's choice will be the first out here. Ruin will come to the plate now with that 1 out, and Montgomery over on first base. And Martinez quickly tries to pick Montgomery off at first. Montgomery in, easily safe. Sometimes a base runner is all you need to really get to a pitcher, because it does affect their mechanics and their delivery. Martinez's first delivery is on the outside corner there, I guess, for a strike to Ruin. It's an 0-1 count. Looked a little outside to me, but that front corner is difficult to judge.
No, I think it was outside.
Yeah, it looked outside to me. 0-1 count. So Martinez starts his windup and slap to right field for a single, and that'll be the second single here in the Lion 4th. And the Lions will have runners on second and first, as Joel Rios, the cleanup hitter, will come to the plate. He singled his first
Coming in a pitch run.
First at bat, and then was thrown out as part of a double play to close out the second.
Also coming in to run, Omar Hernandez.
So we have some courtesy runners, Omar Hernandez, and looks like Noel Salazar is at second. So some of the line regulars that aren't seniors are going to get an opportunity to get in this game as courtesy runners, at least.
And for the pitcher and catcher, so that's a bonus as well.
Yeah, the courtesy runner rules are a little confusing for me. I know you can courtesy run a pitcher or a catcher, but then I've seen other players get courtesy run for, and then they'll be back up. So I don't really know what the rules are specifically. I need to learn those, I guess. I just report it as I see it. 1-0 count there to Rios as that first delivery was high. Do you know those rules?
Generally, my understanding is generally if there are 2 outs, you can run for your pitcher or catcher, but they may just give them a little leeway now. I'm not exactly sure myself, and that's probably something I need to brush up on for high school.
Yeah, I think that it doesn't matter how many outs, if it's a pitcher, catcher, anybody, but I think with 2 outs you can substitute other people. And I think if you've got a guy that's not maybe playing third, but he's your relief pitcher and you need him to warm up, I think there's a lot of rules around that. I think ultimately it comes down whether or not the home plate umpire is going to allow it. 1-0 delivery here to Rios. He slaps it to third, and they get the lead runner. And there's a throw to first, so he's in safe. It was a bang-bang play, but that is the second out. And so the Lions will have runners on first and second with 2 outs. Is the second fielder's choice of the inning. They get the lead runner.
Griffin Evans.
And that was Mason Montgomery that got forced off at third. And so
Or Salazar.
Salazar, the pinch runner, sorry. So Griffin Evans comes to the plate now with 2 outs and 2 runners on. Martinez winds, delivers, and fouled off by Evans. The first strike of the at-bat. So Martinez working a little slowly with runners on, 2 outs. Looks at second, starts his windup, delivers. Evans fouls it off out of play here in the bleachers. It'll be the second strike of the at-bat.
Need a spark, need a hit, need something.
Evans
get that first run across.
Flew out to deep center field in his first at-bat. He's hitting a little over 230 on the season. 0-2 count here with 2 outs. Martinez looks at second as he starts his windup. He delivers. And they get Evans looking. And the Lions able to get some runners on this inning, but they were unable to get any across for runs. And we'll head to the top of the 5th inning. Coming up for the Lobos should be Ben Gettig, the second baseman, and the pitcher will come up after him, and then Braden Sullins. But we'll take a quick break. You're listening to Leander Line Baseball. It's senior night here on SHN Sports. We'll be right back.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp here, Director of Operations with SHN Sports. Need a friendly reminder of upcoming broadcasts? We have a simple solution. Join the SHN VIP list today. Stay up to date with upcoming broadcasts, events, and other exclusive content. Visit shnsports.com/VIP. That's shnsports.com/VIP.
Safe driving should be rewarded. That's Allstate's stand. Contact your local Allstate agent, Amy Maddox, at 512-257-1753. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Hi, this is Coach King. You're listening to Leander Lions Baseball on SHN Sports.
Welcome back to the Diamond at Leander, where Ben Gettig comes up here as we open the 5th inning.
We have a softball update with games over the next couple days.
And it looks like Montgomery hit Gettig there with a pitch, and so Gettig will be on to open the 4th inning.
Albert Martinez.
So Martinez will come to the plate, and I'll go on ahead and mention these the games, softball games versus San Antonio Johnson. Thursday, it's at Northeast ISD softball field. The West Field in San Antonio, it's at 7 p.m. And then on Friday at 7 p.m. here at Leander High School for Game 2. That bunt laid down, Ruin out to get it, and the throw to first is in time, and that'll be the first out here. The runner will advance on the fielder's choice to second base. Game 3 will be on Saturday at 2 p.m. The site is to be determined. So please, if you can, pack up, head out to San Antonio on Thursday to support the Lady Lions, and then on Friday come out and support them here, and we'll figure out Saturday from there. We haven't received any requests to cover the game, so we hope that you will be there in person to support the Lady Lions as they head into postseason play. We wish them nothing but the best. Count is now 0-1 to Albert Martinez. Check that. It's Braden Sullins is at the plate. I got behind there as I was announcing the.
Yeah, Martinez got the sacrifice bunt from Ruin to Ellis.
So we got an 0-2 count here. That one slapped out of play by Abbott, or Sullins rather. It's a 0-2 count still with one out here in the Lobo fifth. Montgomery remains the relief pitcher of today's starter, and that was Bryce Trinkle. Montgomery looks back at second, starts his windup, delivers home, and it's fouled off by Sullins. Count will remain no balls and 2 strikes. Always exciting when a Lion program makes the playoffs. The both girls and boys. Well, the girls basketball just missed the playoffs. Boys basketball did make the playoffs.
They did make the playoffs.
And you can see the program, the athletic programs, affected by all of the building of all of the new schools, but they're starting to, level out a little bit. And they get him swinging there. Dropped third strike by Ruin, but he's able to scoop it and make the tag there of Sullins.
Yeah, dirty fastball or curveball right there on the outside corner.
That was nasty.
Even tough for Ruin to hold on to that one.
Yeah, he did a good job there because, you'll see that where that pitch is so nasty the catcher can't even handle it, and the hitter sometimes gets on. First delivery to Lucas Abbott, the current hitter for the Lobos, fouled off for a strike. So with a runner on second base, 0-1 count, 2 outs, Montgomery starts the windup and delivers outside for a ball. Looks like they're trying to set up the runner there. Count will even up at 1 ball and a strike. Montgomery looks back at second as he winds and delivers the 1-1 pitch, slap foul. Count will be 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Abbott. Am I wrong on the count?
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Okay. Sometimes the scoreboard operator throws me off.
I was watching the speed.
That pitch inside for a ball. It's a 2-2 count.
Now, Mason's done a good job tonight of getting ahead of most of these batters. The one time he did get in trouble, he got behind and left fastball up after throwing it a couple times, and the batter caught up to it. But he's done a really good job of hitting his spots, not trying to overthrow. He's hit 94 a couple times, but mainly sitting 90 to 93.
That one outside, way outside. It gets by Ruin. The runner advances over to third. Count will be full count now. Yeah, that's kind of really what hurt him in his outing here is he just left that pitch up, and credit the Lobos. They jumped on it, they took advantage. And the Lions have missed a few opportunities like that throughout the season, and Evans goes down swinging there, or that's Abbott rather that went down swinging. And so we'll move to the Lion fifth, where hopefully we'll get some runs in. Got the base runners in the last half inning. Now we get the base runners and some runs scored and try to cut into this 5-0 Lehman Lobo lead. We'll be right back. You're listening to Senior Night coverage of Leander Line Baseball on SHN Sports.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp here, Director of Operations with SHN Sports. Need a friendly reminder of upcoming broadcasts? We have a simple solution. Join the SHN VIP list today. Stay up to date with upcoming broadcasts, events, and other exclusive content. Visit shnsports.com/VIP. That's shnsports.com/VIP.
Safe driving should be rewarded. That's Allstate's stand. Contact your local Allstate agent, Amy Maddox, at 512-257-1753. You're in good hands with Allstate.
This is Coach Grissom, and you're listening to Leander Line Baseball on SHN Sports.
Welcome back to the Diamond at Leander. Coming up for the Lions will be the senior first baseman, Jake Ellis. He'll be followed by Charlie McCabe, the left fielder. And then following him will be Tyler Karros, the shortstop. So Coach Grissom's sticking with that senior-laden roster, and it's going to give them an opportunity here to scratch out some hits and some runs for the Lions as they move in to the latter part of their last game of the season here in District 25 6A.
They need to get something going. I'm just looking at the difference between the scoreboard score sheet for Leander and for the Lobos, and Leander's not a lot on it. Not a lot of marks. Martinez has been very effective pitching, 3 up, 3 down the first 3 innings, and then 4 up, 3 down the last inning.
I think he had 5 hitters actually in that last one.
Did he have 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
But still, as your point was well made, as he went through the lineup once in 3 innings, so that's a pretty good outing regardless.
No, he's been effective throwing fastballs, throwing some breaking pitches, and his defense has been solid behind him, making a lot of ground ball outs.
It's a 1-1 count to Ellis. That pitch, I guess, was on the outside corner. Looked like it was high and outside, but it's going to be a 1-2 count here to Ellis. Martinez winds and delivers. Ellis slaps a base hit up the middle, and you like to see that for the senior, getting a base hit here, starting a rally in the 5th.
First baseman Jake Ellis.
And so Charlie McCabe will come up and see if he can add to that rally here with no outs. In the line 5th. McCabe grounded into he struck out his first at bat. Ellis had grounded into a double play in his first at bat, and so you like to see him shake that off and come out and scratch out a base hit here. Quick throw to first. They try to get Ellis, and it gets by the first baseman, and Ellis will advance to second. Good alert base running by the senior as he moves over to second base. And he's in scoring position now. All you need to break up this shutout here is for Charlie McCabe to lift one out of the infield. 1-0 count to McCabe. Or no, there's no count to McCabe yet. Martinez with the first pitch. Fouled off by McCabe. It's going to be 0-1 count. Martinez continuing to work fairly effectively for the Lobos, although the Lions have been kind of reaching his pitches here and putting them into play in the last couple of innings. 0-1 count. Ellis at second base for the Lions here with no outs. Martinez winds, delivers. Chopper to third. The third baseman is able to hold the lead runner Ellis at second and get the throw in time to get McCabe, although it did look like it pulled the first baseman off the bag. He did swing the glove hand around, and the umpire there in the field said he got the tag, and so that'll be the first out as McCabe goes down on a 5-3, bringing Tyler Karros to the plate for the Lions. Tyler grounded into a 5-3, his first at bat in the second inning against Martinez. First delivery here, and Karros slaps to third. They force Ellis back to second again, and a 5-3 again for the second out here, and Alex Young will come up, and the Lions quickly had a runner in scoring position, and now they're, you know, potentially going to strand him here. You need Young to come up and get a base hit here.
That's been what it's been like a lot of games this season. They've had runners on base, and they hit the ball but right to somebody.
Yeah, it's hard to string those base hits together.
Last two batters, good contact, but right at the third baseman. See if we can get one through here.
Yeah, Young, pretty effective hitter. First delivery from Martinez. They're going to say it was a strike on that outside corner. That is. That corner sticks out about 6 inches beyond the plate. 0-1 count. Martinez starts the windup, looks back at second, delivers home. Swinging and fouling it off. Young finds himself down 0-2 now in the count. Lions have 2 outs here in the 5th.
Yeah, I need to get something here. Can't put another 0 up on the board.
Yeah, running out of innings here in the final game of the year. We got a timeout. Looks like from the dugout of the Lobos. Not really sure what the timeout is. Looks like we're ready to go, though. Here, 0-2 count. Young steps back into the batter's box here with 2 outs. Runner on second base in the person of Jake Ellis. Martinez starts the windup. He delivers. It's high and outside for a ball. Young taking wisely for a 1-2 count. The sun's starting to set. Not only on tonight's game, but on the season. It's kind of sad. Delivery there inside for a ball. You like to see the Lions scrape out some hits here, even with 2 outs. But as we move into the latter half of the game here, see if they can scratch out a win to close the season. 2-2 count here to Alex Young with 2 outs. Martinez looks to second. Starts his windup, delivers. Young slaps it hard to the shortstop, who's able to scoop it, and the throw is in time, and the Lions are unable to get any runs there as Ellis is stranded at second. And we'll move to the top of the 6th inning here. Coming up for the Lobos will be Shane Miles. He'll be followed by Nathaniel Garcia and then Eric Crum. But here on senior night, you're listening to Leander Line Baseball here on SHN Sports. It looks like we're going to have some player substitutions here defensively as Hensley comes in at first base. Salazar over at short. Looks like Anthony Beltran's going to come in at second. Joel Rios will be at third base. Noah Kellum will stay in right field. Alex Young will move to center field. And then in left field is going to remain
I think it's
Charlie McCabe. Yeah, he'll stay out in left field. He started out there tonight. And so that looks like those are the changes here into the lineup as we move into the top of the 6th inning. So we just won't go to break. I'll just mention our sponsors. They include Lowe's, Leander Orthodontics, Take 5 Haircuts, Timmons Insurance Agency, Malik & Company, Texas Spine and Injury Center, Austin Simply Fit, and then Allstate with Amy Maddox. So Shane Miles. First delivery from Montgomery is a ball. Just an update, JV Red won tonight 7-1 as Miles takes a strike there. Caleb Yoder and Alex Dunbar each hit homers over the left field fence in that 7-1 win. Congratulations to JV Red as they wind out their season with a win. We got a 1-2 count here to Miles. And I assume Blue didn't play tonight because Mark's here with us.
No, they played last night and won a close one, 2-1. So JV Blue ended up with the win
to close out their season. And so the count runs 2-2 here to Miles. You know, we need to go on ahead and get a varsity win here so we can all have a W to close out the year. It's going to be a full count now to Miles as that pitch stayed up. As it broke across the inside corner. Payoff pitch from Montgomery to Miles, and they get him looking. Miles can't believe it, but hey, that corner, it does extend out there. We've seen it to line hitters as well.
He's been calling it all night long, and all the batters should know that by now. But be that as it may, if you're a right-handed batter and you're looking at a 92, 94 mile-an-hour fastball 4 inches outside the plate, good luck.
Yeah, you're going to have to swing, but you ain't going to hit it.
And so, that's Montgomery's 10th strikeout so far.
Garcia steps in
Ooh.
and gets plunked by an off-speed pitch. He's lucky it was an off-speed pitch, but he's on base.
Yeah, he let that one get away from him. I don't know what he was trying to throw, but it was a sweeping breaking ball that went basically from the middle of the plate to the middle of his back.
Yeah. It didn't look like it felt very good, but it
wasn't throwing it very hard.
Yeah, it certainly wasn't in the mid-90s, although it probably was in the upper 70s. So it's coming to the plate now with that runner on. It's going to be a pinch hitter, and this is 16 Edwards. He actually was the starter in Game 1. I incorrectly said it was Shane Miles. Miles pitched in Game 2.
Mr. Edwards.
So Edwards getting a DH here for the third baseman, Eric Crum, who grounded out and struck out in his 2 at-bats. So Montgomery with 1 out and a runner on first starts the windup and delivers to Edwards, who's swinging for a strike.
Great pitch.
Yeah,
right about the knees, or a little bit lower than that possibly, just touching the knees down the middle of the plate. And
that's another strike there. You know, Edwards on that first pitch, he swung after Ruin caught it. I mean, you heard the ball hit the glove, and then he swung. That's how fast the pitch was. 0-2 delivery here from Montgomery.
There it
is.
is.
They get him looking, and Edwards gets his first taste of Montgomery, and on 3 pitches goes down. Probably didn't like that taste very much. two outs here now as Chaston Evans should be coming to the plate for Lehman, and it is Evans as he steps in here with 2 outs. He's got a runner on first base. Montgomery winds and delivers there. Looked like that was on that corner, but called a ball. 1-0 count.
May have been just a little bit high.
Winds and delivers. Montgomery with a strike there. 1-1 count.
Chaston Evans turned around and grinned at the umpire.
Well, what else?
Curveball that broke over the plate when he's expecting a big heater.
That was same kind of curveball, but it stayed way up, and so it's a ball. 2-1 count.
Yeah, it looks like he's thrown a couple different pitches tonight. He's not just sticking with his. He's working on some slower breaking pitches as well, rather than just his fastball and what we normally see is a hard cut or hard breaking ball.
2-1 delivery here from Montgomery, and that's a strike. Evans shakes his head as he didn't swing at all. He's had basically an ongoing conversation with the home plate umpire here. Doesn't seem to be negative. It's just in awe of the pitches that are being thrown. 2-2 delivery. Able to foul tip that off just on the top of the bat there. Stay alive at 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Montgomery needing to get another one of those strikeouts. You mentioned he had 10 strikeouts. That's in 4 innings of pitching as he came in relief of the Lions starter.
11 now. See if he can get 12.
2-2 delivery. Pitch outside, runner going. It gets by the shortstop, Salazar, and the runner's in safe as a result. So Garcia in or the courtesy runner for Garcia, likely, as he's their catcher. I don't see a number. It's too far away. Plus, I don't have their full roster. So, of all of the teams this season, Lehman was the least forthcoming with their lineup cards. Not to be negative towards Lehman in any way. That payoff pitch, I guess, low for a ball. The Lions thought it was a strikeout, and Evans on with a walk here, and so the Lobos will have 2 runners on with 2 outs. We'll get back to the top of their order where Austin Gonzalez will step to the plate. He flew out in his first at bat and has struck out twice since then. Montgomery winds and delivers. First strike on the outside corner for first pitch on the outside corner for a strike. 0-1 count. Montgomery starts the windup, looks at second base. Winds, delivers home. Strike 2, and it's an 0-2 count now to Austin Gonzalez. Ruin trots out to talk to the senior left-hander, Mason Montgomery. Not sure what that was about, but I don't know if they're trying to get a runner off here or if he's got, you know, a certain pitch he wants Mason to bring to Gonzalez. Ruin sets up. Montgomery turns like he's going to throw. The runner turns, dives, and then hops back up.
Haven't seen that before.
0-2 delivery here from Montgomery. Just missing the outside corner. It's going to be a 1-2 count now to Gonzalez. You know, we're only 2 1/3 innings away from the season being completed for Leander. Montgomery feigns a throw to second. 1-2 count. Delivers home, slapped to just over the second baseman Beltran's head as Kellum comes up firing to keep the runners from advancing home, but the bases will be loaded here with 2 outs for the Lobos as Ben Gettig comes to the plate. Gettig had a single in the first. He struck out in the third, and he was hit by a pitch last inning. And Coach Cano will take a leisurely stroll to the mound to talk to his senior left-hander.
I don't see anybody in the bullpen warming up.
Yeah, I don't expect they're going to pull him at this point, although you never know. Usually the indicator is someone is warming up in the bullpen.
Unless there's another player they want to get on the field tonight to pitch, being the last game of the season. But other than that, I think they'll let Montgomery, close this inning out at least.
I think most of the bullpen are underclassmen on what's left, other than Joel Rios, who's a starter and did start in game 2 of this series. Gallagher starting in game 1 of the series and getting the win for the Lions. He, of course, a junior. The Lobos have the bases loaded here, and the meeting at the mound is complete. And Ben Gettig will step into the batter's box to face Mason Montgomery. Montgomery starts the windup. First delivery gets by Ruin and the runner will come in from third. The Lobos will add to their lead here on the first delivery from Montgomery.
Don't think they called that in the meeting.
No, I'm pretty sure that pitch was just a little bit high, and it got on top of the glove of Ruin and got all the way back to the net. And the Lobo runner there at third was able to come in. That delivery a strike. It's a 1-1 count to Gettig now.
Yeah, just little frustration points every now and then. You'll see that for Leander, and that's been present throughout the season. They'll be up, get 2 strikes on someone, and someone will get a little dinky hit, get a couple runs in, or
Texas Leaguers.
Texas Leaguer, and that's just been, what we've seen a lot this season. It's been some frustration points, but obviously we love these kids, and
it was
love
a hard
watching them
luck
play.
year. Hard luck year. A lot of bad hops on grounders, and things like that. 1-2 delivery is fouled off by Gettig to stay alive. Count will remain at 1-2.
That's baseball. That's what happens when you play the game.
Well, and it is one of those games that you can press too hard and it can cost you, or you can not press enough and let the game try to come to you, and it can cost you. You kind of have to find that balance as to your you know what, I don't know what the word I'm looking for, but you know, the press off Beltran and gets the catch there for the third out. So we'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning where the Lions will bring up the top of their order. Likely be some different hitters as we saw some defensive changes going into the 5th there. We'll take a break here. You're listening to Leander Lion Baseball on SHN Sport. It's senior night. Stay tuned.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp here, Director of Operations with SHN Sports. Need a friendly reminder of upcoming broadcasts? We have a simple solution. Join the SHN VIP list today. Stay up to date with upcoming broadcasts, events, and other exclusive content. Visit shnsports.com/VIP. That's shnsports.com/VIP. Thousands of listeners, laser-focused marketing, and showing a high level of community involvement. Those are a few of many reasons to advertise with SHN Sports. We strive to keep our broadcast as affordable as possible, and your support makes that happen. Please consider advertising with SHN Sports. Email rob@shnsports.com. That's rob@shnsports.com. We have a solution for everyone.
Safe driving should be rewarded. That's Allstate's stand. Contact your local Allstate agent, Amy Maddox, at 512-257-1753. You're in good hands with Allstate.
This is Coach Grissom, and you're listening to Leander Lion Baseball on SHN Sports.
Welcome back to the Diamond at Leander, where the Lehman Lobos lead the Leander Lions here on senior night 6-0. Coming to the plate will be Noah Kellum to lead off the Lions' 6th inning. We just want to mention again a shout out to Lady Lions softball as they've made the postseason and will be taking on San Antonio Johnson on Thursday night at 7 p.m. at Northeast ISD's softball complex, and then they'll be here at home for Game 2. Game 3, the location and time is to be determined. Kellum slaps that to center field on the first delivery from Martinez, and it's caught by the center fielder for the first out here in the Lions' 6th. So Mason Montgomery will come to the plate here with 1 out for Leander.
Number 9, Mason Montgomery.
On deck will be Hudson Ruin. So Montgomery, the Lions desperately needing base runners here with 1 out. Steps into the batter's box.
Need to do something with Martinez. Been extremely effective tonight. Just mowing through the batters and the players on Leander. Now here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
He's only given up 3 hits in his shutout outing tonight on the mound. Got a strike there on the first delivery to Montgomery, and then Montgomery forced to slap one to Martinez, who is able to make the play and get the throw over to the first baseman. And so the Lions have 2 outs here in the 6th.
Now batting number 14, Hudson Ruin.
So Ruin will come to the plate here with a chance to try to get a 2-out rally going. Hudson grounded into a 6-4-3 in his first at bat, and he singled in the 4th and advanced over to second where he was stranded. So Martinez winds in first delivery to Ruin is a strike on the outside corner. 0-1 count. Ruin steps out of the box briefly and then back in. Martinez gets the signal. Starts the windup and delivers, and Ruin jumps on the pitch, and it's fouled up high out of play over here near the batting cages behind the press box, and it's an 0-2 count to Hudson Ruin. And Martinez has had a lot of 3-hitter innings.
He has.
He's been very effective for the Lobos this evening.
No, he's done a good job. He's been in command on the mound. He's thrown his pitches, not a lot of base runners, and
He's not an overpowering pitcher. He's just got good placement. Nice pitch selection as well.
And when Leander's had the opportunity with some runners on base who've hit the ball right to somebody, the defense for the Lobos haven't had to move a lot tonight. Basically, the ball's been hit to them almost anytime we've hit the ball in the field or in the outfield.
That delivery is outside for a ball. If he'd have called that a strike, I might have just taken my headsets off at that point. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It looked like he wanted to for a second. Got a 1-2 count here with 2 outs. Ruin facing Martinez. There's the pitch. Ruin slaps it. Martinez able to get the glove on it. And with a 1-3, the Lions finish the 6th inning. And we'll head to the top of the 7th.
All right, everyone.
As the Lions trail the Lobos here on senior night.
A couple of burgers and dogs left.
So we'll take a quick break here on SHN Sports. You know, as we go into break, I just want to say thank you to all of those folks who were listening throughout the season. And we'll be right back. Leander Line Baseball on SHN Sports.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp here, Director of Operations with SHN Sports. Need a friendly reminder of upcoming broadcasts? We have a simple solution. Join the SHN VIP list today. Stay up to date with upcoming broadcasts, events, and other exclusive content. Visit shnsports.com/VIP. That's shnsports.com/VIP. Thousands of listeners, laser-focused marketing, and showing a high level of community involvement. Those are a few of many reasons to advertise with SHN Sports. We strive to keep our broadcast as affordable as possible, and your support makes that happen. Please consider advertising with SHN Sports. Email rob@shnsports.com. That's rob@shnsports.com. We have a solution for everyone.
Welcome back to the Diamond at Leander, where the Lions will bring a relief pitcher in for Mason Montgomery. It'll be number 22, Jared Kano, the senior left-hander. Will come in and try to close out the 7th inning here. And any other innings that may come about is we're going to probably score enough runs to at least tie it here in the bottom of the 7th. So Anderson in the game as well in right field, I believe. Is that where they put Anderson?
Normally.
Yeah, it looks like he's out in right field. So Kellum will get a rest here going into the 7th inning. Noah Kellum, who started out in right field, is a junior, likely be one of the potential ace starters for the Lions. The pitching staff is going to continue to be deep for Leander as we move into the next couple of seasons. I know the JV Red, the team that's comprised of a lot of freshmen, have a lot of good pitchers on that staff. So the Lion future is bright here, although tonight they're down 6-0 to the Lobos. In the 7th, coming to the plate will be number 15 for Lehman, and he's a pinch hitter, and again, didn't have a roster for the Lobos, so there's not a lot I can do about who that is. So Kano winds and delivers that first delivery a little bit low, I guess, for a ball. It's a 1-0 count to number 15, whomever that is. And there we go. That delivery, a strike from Kano. It's a 1-1 count. Gets the signal from Ruin, starts the windup. There's the pitch. It's slapped down the third base line, foul. So it'll be a 1-2 count to the pinch hitter for the Lobos, number 15. Kano starts the windup. 1-2 delivery.
Just missed. Yeah, that was a good-looking pitch right there.
It's a 2-2 count now. Kano starts the windup, delivers. and gets him swinging. And so the Lions, behind the pitching of Jared Kano, get the first out here in the Lobos 7th. Coming up to the plate now will be number 10 for the Lobos, and that is Braden Sullins. And I assume 15 must have been pinch hitting for the starting pitcher, Martinez, as they're probably going to bring in their closer here in the 7th. So Kano starts the windup here to Sullins. First pitch is a ball. Sullins had a double, 2 RBI double in the first, and he struck out in the 3rd and the 5th inning. Takes a strike there from Kano. The count will even up at 1 ball and 1 strike here with 1 out.
Good fastball on the outside corner.
Kano takes the signal from Ruin. Starts the windup. He delivers it. Slap to left field where Charlie McCabe will get under it and make the catch for the second out here in the Lobo 7th. And so Sullins goes down with a fly ball to left field, and that'll bring Lucas Abbott to the plate. We're going to have a pinch hitter in for Abbott, number 8. Not sure who that is, as again, we don't have a complete roster from the Lehman Lobos this evening.
Just announce the hot dog, the other selling whatever in the stands. She's walking around with the hot dogs and hamburgers.
Okay, we have someone walking around with hot dogs and hamburgers. $2 hamburgers, $1 hot dogs.
So Kano here with 2 outs, no runners on in the Lobos 7th. Starts the windup here for the pinch hitter, and that's fouled off on the first base side near the blue barn over there for a strike. A 1 count here, 2 outs. Kano starts his windup. He delivers the pitch. It's low for a ball. Count will even up at 1 to the pinch hitter. Kano taking his time, starts the windup, delivers. Slap for a base hit in the gap between the second baseman and the bag itself. And so now coming to the plate should be Shane Miles, and it is.
Now batting number 9.
Looks like they're going to leave him in. Miles flew out to left field in his first at bat. He walked in his second at bat, and he struck out looking in his 3rd at bat. Kano starts the windup, throws to first. Keep the runner honest over there. Kano starts the windup. He delivers the first pitch to Miles. That's a strike. Nice off-speed pitch from the senior lefty to get up in the count. No balls and 1 strike. Kano winds, delivers. Miles slaps it to left field where McCabe is on his horse, and he makes the catch. And the Lions get out of the 7th there without giving up any runs. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th inning. I'll just mention our sponsors here one last time. They include Lowe's. You know who Lowe's is. Leander Orthodontics, Take 5 Haircuts, Timmons Insurance Agency, Malik & Company, Texas Spine and Injury Center, Austin Simply Fit, and Allstate with Amy Maddox. If you would like to sponsor Lion baseball going forward, go to the website. It's www.leanderbaseball.com. Look on the links to the left. One says sponsors. Click on that link, and there'll be a link within that that'll give you directions on how to contact the Booster Club here, and you can be a Leander Lion baseball sponsor. You can get your sign put up here at the Diamond at Leander, get your business mentioned throughout all of the game broadcasts. So going forward, if you want to support Lion baseball, that's how you do it. I want to mention one last time as well that the Leander Lion boys baseball team wants to shout out the Leander Lady Lions softball team as they head into postseason play, beginning with a game Thursday versus San Antonio Johnson at Northeast ISD softball complex there in San Antonio. They'll be back home to face San Antonio Johnson on Friday, and game 3 is to be determined. That will be on Saturday somewhere, and so if you can go out and support Lady Lion baseball, please do so. So it looks like we will have a relief. No, Martinez is going to stay on the mound.
Yeah, they're going to keep him in for
Why
the
not?
complete game.
Why not? He's pitching well.
All right, now leading off the bottom of the 7th.
So Rios will start off the Lions 7th and see if we can get a rally going here. Lions have yet to score a run tonight.
Well, this will be it, win or lose right here.
Yep, we'll start
last
here
at bat
with
for
Rios.
Leander.
And this will likely be the last at bat for Joel Rios as a Lion as he moves into college baseball. Undecided yet where that'll be. Swinging on the first pitch, and it's caught by the second baseman in shallow center field for the first out. The Lions will bring up to the plate Anthony Beltran here. This will be his first at bat tonight. Beltran hitting right around 300 on the season will step up into the plate. I think it's a little higher, but I don't have Game Changer opened up at the moment. First delivery from Martinez fouled off by Beltran for a strike. Alex Hensley on deck for Leander. Second pitch delivery, a strike to Beltran. It's an 0-2 count now to AB, the second baseman for the Lions. Martinez starts the wind-up 0-2 delivery outside ball. It's going to be a 1-2 count now to Beltran. Beltran in the batter's box, waiting on the delivery from Martinez. There's the wind-up and the pitch. Outside, it's a 2-2 count as Martinez is kind of being cautious here with Beltran after getting up on him 0-2.
Yeah, Beltran, knowing this is probably his last at bat, wants to see a fat fastball right here. Oh, and he saw it and just missed it.
Yep. Count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes to AB. 1 out here in the Lions 7th. No runners on. Martinez starts the windup. Here's the pitch. It's outside. It's a full count now to Beltran. He's worked it from an 0-2 count to a full count. Good at bat for the junior second baseman. We'll be seeing Beltran at the plate for the Lions next season. Payoff pitch, slap foul by Beltran. He stays alive here with 1 out. That pitch, pretty good pitch by Martinez. Good job by Beltran to stay alive. Martinez been pitching well all night. Payoff pitch here. 1 hopper to the first baseman, and that's the second out here in the Lions 7th. And so coming to the plate will be Alex Hensley for his first at bat of the evening, and Alex is hitting about 314 on the season.
Yeah, another ground ball out for the Lions tonight. Seen a lot of those, right to the infielder.
Well, it's 2-out rally time for the Lions here as they try to stay alive here in the last game of the season. Down 6-0 to the Lobos. Martinez winds, first delivery high for a ball to Hensley. Hensley very selective at the plate. He's going to make you throw him strikes. Martinez will find that out here. 1-0 pitch fouled off by Hensley. Count will even up at 1. That was a pretty good pitch from Martinez. Good job by Hensley. to get around on it.
Yeah, Alex was looking to drive that between the flag poles out there. It was a good-looking pitch, and he was trying to drive that ball.
Good way to close out your career. He's swinging on that breaking pitch. Could not catch up to it. It's a 1-ball, 2-strike count here to Hensley. Steps back into the batter's box. Martinez winds, delivers. It's outside. It's a 2-2 count. Man, I thought that home plate umpire was getting ready to call that a strike. Hensley was not ready to be called out on another pitch like that, as it happened to him earlier in the season to end a game. And Hensley works the count full as Martinez is staying away from the senior. Martinez trying to get a complete game here. Payoff pitch. Hensley slaps it for a base hit over the second baseman's head. And Hensley wasn't going to close out his line career with a strikeout or a ground out. And he's able to muscle a tough pitch out of the infield as the second baseman almost got to it, but he got just enough on it to power it over the second baseman's head for the Lions here to have a base runner here with 2 outs. Charlie McCabe, the left fielder, steps into the batter's box here to try to keep the Lion rally alive. Martinez from the stretch winds and delivers. And McCabe, base hit. And that'll get Hensley around to third. And the Lions will have runners at first and second as McCabe is in safe at second with a double.
All right.
The Lions are rallying here.
Lions don't want to go home yet.
Not yet. They waited a long time to get the rally going here with 2 outs in the 7th. But let's do it as Salazar gets his first at bat of the evening. Stepping in as he moved in to the shortstop position as a reliever, and we may get a relief pitcher here from the Lobos, but with a 6-run lead, he may just, Coach Robinson may just want to talk to Martinez, see how he feels here.
With 2 outs, up 6-0, I'd leave him in if it were me, unless he's up in the pitch count and they need to get him out.
Well,
no need to warm up another pitcher with 2 outs here in the bottom of the last inning.
It is the last game for the Lobos as well on the season, as both teams have been eliminated from playoff contention. Lions barely missed making the postseason play.
Now batting number 16, Noel Salazar.
Salazar stepping into the box here. He's a sophomore, so a couple of years left here as a Lion player. Bright future for Noel. So he's got an opportunity here with 2 outs to try to get some runs across for the Lions. Martinez first delivery fouled off by Salazar. It's going to be an 0-1 count. Salazar hitting around 285 on the season.
Yeah, he's done a great job coming in as a sophomore, being placed at shortstop. A lot of pressure at that position and basically leadoff, and he's done a really good job this year.
Yeah, he's got an on-base percentage of up over 440, so he knows how to lay down a bunt and get on. But with 2 outs here, it's likely he'll be swinging away here.
Yeah, seeing him play all these years, I know he's a great player. Just would he get the opportunity as a sophomore?
1-1 delivery here. Salazar slaps it to left field, and it's out of fair territory. It'll be a 1-2 count to the sophomore shortstop. The Lions trying to extend their season here as much as they can. 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. They trail the Lobos. If you're just tuning in, senior night has been a celebration of the Lions seniors. 1-2 count here. Wind and delivery from Martinez outside, and the count will even up. 2 balls and 2 strikes as Salazar wisely laying off that wide pitch. We got a 2-2 count. Martinez starts the wind up. Here's the pitch. high for a ball, and Salazar forces a full count here. Martinez pitching this entire game for the Lobos has given up 4 hits. Payoff pitch. Salazar fouls it off to stay alive. Martinez brought a pretty nasty pitch there.
He did.
Salazar,
he did. Yeah, Salazar did a great job just getting enough on to keep him alive. And now we're here, bottom of the 7th, 3-2 count, 2 outs, 2 runners on. See if we can get a run across.
Salazar not afraid of a little pressure, steps into the box here to face Martinez with 2 outs. Payoff pitch. Martinez delivers, and he walks Salazar, and the Lions will have the bases loaded for number 6, Alex Young. Young grounded out in his 2 at-bats here tonight. So the senior will get a chance here to really do something here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Yeah, let's have some fun.
Let's do it. Take it over the left field fence. Martinez winds, delivers. Young swinging. Could not catch up to that fastball. Pretty good pitch from Martinez. It's an 0-1 count now to Young. Young steps back in the box. Martinez starts the windup. He delivers. Young slaps it to left center. It's just too much under it, and the Lobos are able to make the catch. And that is the 2018 season for your Leander Lions. We appreciate you guys sticking with us throughout the year, and we want to give one final shout out to Lady Lions softball. Good luck against San Antonio Johnson, and that'll be the broadcast for tonight and the year. So thanks for being here when you could, Mr. Sickles. I want to shout out to Eric Kellum for stepping in when he could, and of course our producer Rich Hensley. Thanks to the coaching staff, the seniors, and all of those sponsors, Stat Girls, everything, all of those that make high school baseball what it is. We thank you for listening, and next season we'll hear you.
It's been fun this year. It's been fun. Wish I could have made it to a couple more games, and hopefully next year I'll be at all of them. So, great season for Leander. A little disappointment, but hey, we love these guys.
So for SHN Sports and Leander Lion Baseball, thank you for listening. We'll see you next year.
The proceeding was a presentation of the SHNSports.com broadcast network. This broadcast was under the direction and copywritten by the Shoning Hip Network. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, use of sound bites and interviews, and use of any other content, including audio or video, without the direct written consent and permission by the Shoning Hip Network is strictly prohibited and protected by federal copyright laws. All rights are reserved by the Shoning Hip Network and SHNSports.com. On behalf of Rob Hip, Director of Operations, Carl Shoning, Director of Broadcasting, Mike Katz, the SHN Broadcast Academy Director, and all of our crews who make these broadcasts possible, we wish you well and thanks for joining us.